In this video, I'm going to show you how to find an Amazon product to sell using Helium 10. I've been selling on Amazon for a few years now, and if it's one thing I know is that the more different ways that you have to find a product, the better off you are. Because frankly, there's usually this like common notion of really just like one way to find a product, and that's typically through black box keyword research. So you put in a search criteria as far as like what keywords you want to find in certain categories, and it has a certain amount of search volume. But if everyone does that, then everyone's going to get the same results. And so I've learned to diversify the ways I find products, and those ways are agnostic towards what's in your surroundings, what you see, and like, what kind of life you live in. I'll explain what that means. We're going to just use simple keyword phrases to put into Helium 10, and then it'll spit out different options based off of those words. So it'll be very, very customizable and specific to the words that you come up with, meaning you're not going to get the same potential products that everyone else is getting. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very, very simple. And Helium 10 has a lot of great product research tools, but this is actually a new method that they came out with this feature earlier this year, and so it's not really talked about, so that's why I want to show it to you. I am a new channel. If you can and will like and subscribe to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. I also have a link to a free product research guide below in the comments that you can access also. So I'm going to come into Amazon, and what I want to do is I want to come up with words to type into the search box, and it's going to spit out recommended related keywords. So let's say if I type in wood, it's going to spit out related keywords, keywords after, keywords before the word wood. And these are all like different products: a wood cutting board, wood glue, a wood burning kit, a wooden spoons, all these different keywords. And frankly, some of these might be gems, like really good potential products, like I don't know, toothpicks wood, like that might be a cool product. Like, let's actually look into that. But some of these may be too competitive. And so my criteria usually when I use this method is to find keywords that have a search volume between 1,000 and 25,000. And so let's go with toothpicks wood, like wooden toothpicks. All right. Clearly a ton of demand, but now we have to look at, is there competition? And if it's one thing that you should always remember is there's really only three things you need for a potential product to sell on Amazon. You need to answer these questions. Can the product sell well? Meaning, is there demand? Is there too much competition? Meaning, can I compete with this product? So that's question number 2. Question number 3, can I make a good profit margin? All right, so when we look at toothpicks wood, a lot of good search volume here on the top left, 18,000. And if we look at the revenue for the top 10 listings, crushing it, absolutely crushing it. But the review count is 1,300. And typically with this method, I like to find keywords that have a review count lower than 1,000, and 1,000 is pretty high. But typically Amazon will stuff non-related products in this search criteria, or in these products in the products below. And so typically, like, you could take those out and the average review count will go down, meaning there's not as much competition as you think. And so usually I like to open up the column settings, and I like to unclick everything except for just a few things. It's just a distraction. This is all we need: the price, the sales, the revenue, and the review count, at least for right now. And review count is so important. I'm going to move it up here to the front. Now we're looking at this. Okay, cool. So the top 10 products, they all have a review count over 1,000, meaning this is like a more competitive product. So I probably won't go into this, but you understand the method of like using this. So let's type in wooden space. Let's go with one of these, wooden, and then I see the word box, and let's see if they're okay. Wooden box with hinged lid, wooden boxes for crafts, wooden boxes with lids. These are what we call long tail keywords. They're more than 1 to 2 characters, and the longer they are, the more specific they are of a product. And that can be a good thing because you're narrowing down on a specific niche. Does that make sense? You're narrowing down on, I'm going to make my face a little bit bigger. Not that you want, never mind. Oh, that's good how it is. Anyways, wooden boxes for crafts, wooden boxes for lids. Let's go with this one, wooden boxes, lids. Okay, Okay. So as I'm scrolling through here, I see a few of these that are pretty low in review count. That's a good sign. Let's open up X-Ray. And like I said, now that I know that there's, this product was at least 1,000 searches a month, check. Now we have to see, can we compete? That's question number 2, remember? And the review count is really low, really, really low, guys. Let's move this revenue up here. And now I'm looking at revenue and review count back to back. Why I like to do that is I like to correlate how much does this product, how much are they doing in revenue correlated with how many reviews they have. A good word of mouth or a good rule of thumb or whatever you call it. Anything below 250, like you can compete with those guys so easily, and all of these guys are super low. Meaning this guy only has 50, this person only has 61 reviews, and they're doing about $2,300, $3,800 a month in sales. Nothing huge to write home about, to be honest, but my kind of belief is when it's your first product, like, yes, you want to make good money and you should, but more importantly, you want to see this work. You want to make sure that you don't lose your money. Am I right? You want to make sure that this freaking thing works. And so it's okay to launch a product that's a little bit more less inexpensive, or maybe you're not going to make $20,000 in the first month, but you're going to make $500 or $1,000 profit. That's good. That's much better than most real estate out there, for crying out loud. Anyways, you get the picture. And like someone like this person, they only have 19 reviews, and they're selling about 100 or 99 units a month. Let's dig into this. Now, the next thing I'm going to open up is the profitability calculator. I want to see how profitable this guy is. So Amazon's basically predicting, that you can get this for about $2.80 cost landed, $1.45 to ship it. Those numbers are just an estimate. And so usually I like to have this number, this profit margin, be about 20%. You really want to shoot for 30%, but at least at 20%, that's a good kind of like, you have a good like standard deviation of a few bucks, because maybe you can get this product cheaper from Alibaba. Maybe you can get it from a supplier for like $1.50. We'll go into that in a different video, but that's what I would do next. Let's do this all again. Okay. I came up with a few words before this video. So my next word will be, is a weird word, slug, right? Okay. Slug light, slug, Louisville Slugger, fidget slug. There's not a ton of demand or a lot of search volume, but I like this one. Okay, cool. Little gimmicky kind of a product. One thing I like about products these size is you can hold it in your hand, and it's going to equate to much, much less FBA fees as far as like shipping costs and product size and, all that stuff. And so, I already like this product from the looks of it. I love that there's different colors. I love that there's ways that I could stand out. But all I want to freaking do right now is open up X-ray extension, and let's see how much like the numbers behind this. So yes, we can compete. There's at least 1,000 searches a month. Is there under 2,000 review, or sorry, under 1,000 reviews? That's number 2. 201. Yes, absolutely. I mean, goodness gracious, like, who buys this stuff? Like, I probably wouldn't, but if I was selling, I would. Anyways, these are crazy numbers. This guy's only doing 13, or so he's doing $1,500 in sales. He's selling about 77 units a month. He only has 17 reviews. He just launched. But if once again, the rule of Amazon: the more reviews you get, the more sales you'll get. Just like this guy, he's selling. He's doing $7,200. So like, this is a good product. Now, number 3, can we make money off of this? Let's open this up, and let's see what our profit margin will be. And this will be kind of hard to tell because people change their prices all the time, and we don't know how much it costs for them to source this exactly. But if we can just open up this profitability calculator, okay, so it says profit margin is 16%. I don't personally believe that, because I feel like the cost for these 3 items will be less than $2 to buy. And really, let's say that I up the price just by $2 or $3 to $12.99. I'm all of a sudden at 31% profit margin. And that's not a huge jump. Really, people don't, in my opinion, people don't care a ton about like a few dollars difference when they're buying on Amazon. They really depict if they're gonna the biggest indicator if they're gonna buy your product is, yes, by price point, but more so by visibility. Is it at the top of page one? And product pictures. That's so important. If you have good product pictures, you can easily sell, a $5 plus premium on your product than everyone else because you depict more value. So this is a good product. You understand now how I'm using this method. So the trick is, come into Amazon, look around. What do you see? I see some glasses. I see a wallet. And look for keywords that are niche and specific, and go down the rabbit hole. Really, like glass. Okay, let's do glass case. Oh, glass case. I see more things. Glass case hard shell, glass case soft, and all of these are above 1,000. The more you go down the rabbit hole, the maybe less search volume, but the more detailed and specific your product is, and meaning it will be less of a demand. So I hope you like this video. This is a quick video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.